my dear people for Amazonia, my dear people for Southern Cameroons, fellow brave warriors for the liberation movement. Accept liberation greetings from me, Comrade John Akuro. This day now, the 6th of July, I know say time now for ground zero, ground one, ground two. Now already say we did now for the 7th of July. But where the broadcast has to be on the 6th of July. So for me, now still Saturday, and I know say for most of una now already Sunday. But all the same, the most important thing I say, for every person waiting up to watch this show, already you they here, and I want to plenty salute, and I want to insist to say this matter will make account for this hour. So for night, now because see the matter really serious, and I need make country people them may they be more aware than every other person about the thing where they go on around me right now. My country people, listen. When parents are send we for school, the objective will be clear. Say make we go, we learn, we know how to interpret, so that we go to understand exactly the kind plans we dedicate them for destroy we, then we will come back, can inform the people exactly as today, sensitize the people, educate the people, make sure say make all man be politically alert so that we will know exactly how to fight for the thing where it belongs for we. Now that role we may have to play at this particular point in time. So much noise they go on for La République du Cameroon right now. I mean the noise serious. Plenty noise. The noise them na kind. So other kind noise now, oh Samuel Eto'o fake food, Samuel Eto'o fake food. That one don't calm down. They don't see and say that one no really make of sense. The next one na oh Brenda Biya. People that they check say this one that this thing the way they see and so na them be the thing the way that it really happen. My country people. I don't talk for you before. And I see self say this so that agent of darkness, what they call conduct titles, my country people, of course, he used one of my outings for fit justify the two I talk always. That one not gonna make a man stop for tell who people they say that one are the truth. Mr. Paul Biya, a government, and La République du Cameroon, they just get one tactic. They never ever change it. That tactic get na chapters. And so when they use chapter 1, they succeed, they move to chapter 2. Chapter 2 succeed, they move to chapter 3. Then the way they come for chapter 1, it failed, they move to chapter 2. It failed, they move to chapter 3. They should say at least one of those 3 chapters come also, but now 3 different phases of the same approach where they use them. It need to ever change. Day in, day out, year in, year out. And as so they take overcome not only the people of La République du Cameroon, destroy their brains and all whatnot. Now so they take them, confuse even those brainwashed Southern Cameroonians, like conduct titles, like Ben Akidem, like what they call Dr. Monzu them. Like all those people that they can't stand, that they preach federalism, that they preach one Cameroon, that they preach all that nonsense. All those churches they use them for, wash their brains. At some point they check this so that they really understand something, but they understand absolutely nothing. That the same tactic that they use for confuse even the international community. And the international community, they just sit at times, they watch, and I make this one clear. This concept of international community, some people they make mistake about them. International community now always a support. International community not be a main actor for any issue where you get for fight for yourself. It means for activate international community, you need for play your role for way that international community when I silent actor you watch me fire burn today the reason level say go come burn plus before they come in. So if you not take your responsibilities into your hands, you believe say international community could do some as long as international community they notice say they don't dribble you score and then you don't accept the goal. All man they go to sleep. No man no get time. No man no care. Nothing that way they happen going on right now. Listen, folks, I really like me to understand some of these things because it will make some of those who misguided people them. When there is still the shit on the check, say something fit ever come out of La Republic du Cameroon, make they woke up from sleep. I see some other new finger too. Don't woke up the worker, show how they fly for helicopter or how they worker for airports and they talk say this so people that are above 40, they don't feel understand something and all of those. I sure say that one the business so you don't they do and they be the business so they shake. So you want me like people Cameroon give you own money. Now why that way you go woke up the king talks on a night where he says some never understand say the thing when they talk about. I'd be very grateful for one of the brothers who, although it's not for me, tell me, say, forget about that nonsense. Because he just wants me to take the opportunity for passive for you so that maybe more people then be able to watch the trash we talk about. May we drop them. As I talk, La République du Cameroon be about to harvest another very big one on their people. I say on their people because this one now an opportunity for we, the people of Amazonia, the people of the southern Cameroons, for make those daydreamers them among we. When they've done the check, say, oh, some way there where you feed, go politically, or this kind way get something out of like Republic of Cameroon, or secure some trash. I don't always talk for this platform. Say anytime when you settle for less than you deserve, you go end up with less than you ever settled for. I don't talk am plenty times. Always go for weight where you deserve. Squeeze the person you throw away there for your hand. Mash even him out until you collect them. Then they will give you the weight where you deserve am. But if you go and start be beggarly, you deserve 10, you start say, okay, I beg, give me even 8. Trust me, you know go end up with even 3. If you try too much, you end up with 1 or 2. Otherwise, with nothing. Absolutely. So make we enter small for the thing where they make too much noise. And I want to explain for country people them exactly why all these things that they happen at this point in time. For La République du Cameroon, nothing did ever happen for nothing. I want to make you bury this for your head. For La République du Cameroon, for Paul Biya system, nothing did ever happen for nothing. They always get an objective. And then people that they be fooled for checking all these things, they just look at all the system, be embarrassed. The Biya government no embarrassment. The Biya government no shame. La République du Cameroon don't they deep inside mud way. Even one little roof need to show a head out of mud. They no care. They don't believe in that nonsense we call an image or wait till they go think about them. No, that doesn't matter at all. It need to exist. Once you don't clear this one off your brain, you and me now are on the same footing. You will start to understand exactly the discussion where our move get them at this point in time. So settle down, adjust your seatbelt. If you're thirsty, find water. If you check say this so you want charge now your brain before you start hear this talk where it go seem so complicated. So you be welcome for charge your brain. So my country people, I want to make them absolutely clear. Say, as a matter of fact, this conversation be too important. Share this link as you did join. As you did join, share the link. Share the link. Share a sote tire. Listen, I would like for quarter maybe just about 3, 4, 5 minutes. But what you go be the use my quarter maybe just about 3, 4, 5 minutes where you know go understand. As always, I will produce an audio version. And that audio version now for we for share them as much as possible for people the way they not be able to get data enough for watch this show. So maybe we take some 20-second comic relief and then we get into business.
President Paul Biya is a blessing to this country. Cameroonians, we are lucky. We are made because we have Paul Biya, the helm of the state CAF.
Okay, so I just want to make we get some little comic relief as usual. Then we'll get into the beef of we discussion. Always that. Always that. So my country people, this week we the end so social media day in total about Brenda Biya. Oh, Brenda Biya, na gay. You see, Master Tata now BBC, he first start now foreign news organs. They come up from Instagram, social media, to foreign media, all sides. Oh, Brenda Biya, oh, na BBC be this. Say, Cameroon's president's daughter hints at same-sex relationship. Noise, boom, 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 boom. People they look at it, say, Kai, my son, I really which kind of thing they say, hey, me say this so shame go kill people for Cameroon, shame go kill Cameroon government. No, no noise. Cameroon government a government way when any foreign media put something concerning them, they go come out rename and side, they go come out can one holla talk say that foreign media they want destabilize Cameroon, they want destroy the country, they want shatter their country. Now which kind of nonsense be that? But silence is far. I thank upon you, come on, can't promise even that foreign media. They say, he when she don't for him, enough for your only. If he meted except for Britain, for Brussels, for Paris, for Washington, match their head with serpent affamé. Silence. As if that one there will be the kind of paper not be enough. This one can.
Au Cameroun, King Nasty a fait son coming out, c'est-à-dire qu'elle a déclaré son homosexualité de manière publique. King Nasty, c'est le nom d'artiste de Brenda Biya, la fille du président Paul Biya. Et ce dimanche, la jeune femme, âgée de 26 ans et qui a entamé depuis peu une carrière de rappeuse, a publié sur ses réseaux sociaux une photo d'elle en train d'embrasser une autre femme avec un message tout en tendresse à sa compagne. Polycarpe et Somba, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Il n'en fallait pas plus pour enflammer la toile camerounaise dans ce pays où l'homosexualité est encore fortement réprimée par la loi.
Effectivement.
So you hear RFI say, oh, the last Sunday, they're talking about that last Sunday because, like as I talked today, we did for Sunday, we already enter for ground zero, ground one. We already did for Sunday, the 7th of July. For me, for you, Saturday, I still day on the 6th. So, now 1 week ago, we this whole noise start. Boom, 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 boom. I will explain for now exactly why it come out at this point in time. The time you know it by error. Me, someone check this thing fall now from sky. Now, RFI did they talk about them. And I tell you, say, RFI talk about us, so La République du Cameroun never cough. If you be a person who you observe La République du Cameroun very well, you don't need to be a magician. Just to observe, you know their characteristics, you know how they will react for whatever thing. If you take an action, you already know their reaction. Of course, I don't do that system for 19 good years. It's that system. I don't see through meetings and where they plan all this nonsense. I bet you this silence on the side of La République du Cameroun it be unheard of. But now this lady, I see they talk for French, now that way I interrupt, they announce, say Paul Biya in Pekin, which they call Brenda Biya, where he don't be a rapper, we don't play music. Here is artistic name, King Nasty. Here, now what they give himself that kind of name? Nasty. Nasty means a dirty, nasty means a shit. Nasty is something where you know even it is smell, it is stink, it too dirty, so they like, sometimes the chairman no call that name. You know everyone see him. Now they name that way. They begin for the president for the Republic of Cameroon take him as the artistic name, King Nasty. Of course, all what you see about it now nastiness. So listen to that report now. I will interpret them as we go down. As I talk, if you just sign in, no shake. Because the real information you need for learn for this platform they ahead. But I say I need for go piecemeal so that make a carry all the way along. May you be able at the end for understand exactly which way me I understand and which way I know.
Sur la photo, les deux jeunes femmes apparaissent de profil, mais suffisamment identifiables pour reconnaître Brenda Biya malgré ses lunettes de soleil. Le baiser avec sa compagne est loin d'être fin et Brenda légende la photo par un petit message de tendresse à son amoureuse. Je suis folle de toi et je veux que tout le monde le sache.
So, the message be simple. As it talk, the Brenda Biya appear with some picture, he and he girlfriend, the girlfriend when a woman, and say although he wear dark glasses, the picture be clear enough for recognize say na Brenda Biya that. And of course we take right for dinner say concerning the girl where he dey kiss am, where they chop him up with them. He talk say I be mad, I be crazy for you, and I want make the whole world know. Of course, No forget. C'est the context here na say la République du Cameroun wey Brenda et papa na president, they depenalize, they decriminalize anything we get to do with same-sex palaver, we get to do homosexuality. But then, na Chantal, na Brenda, Biya that, poor Biya picking herself. He done the practice and behind, but today he said, I want me the whole world know say I did do am. As I talk with her, so over 20-something people that they prison for Kondengi because of that act where Brenda Biya did do am. So one day they no catch them, they no say, and the only suspect na suspect. I sure all remember sometime where so images that will come out for some their Cameroon female football team player, they call it Gael Nganamuit, where he be the woman, noise come out all sides, they say, oh, why they never catch Nganamuit? That time said they never catch Nganamuit. Too much noise be there, so they too much noise. But as I talk now, at least 25 or 26 people a day prison for la République du Cameroon because of this act. I talk to some of them, they always suspect and suspect them. Because if they catch you and the law talk say, now at least fast you get up to 5 years of imprisonment. Plenty people they don't run, leave the country, they out of the country because they practice this way. For la République du Cameroon, they say no, we no accept them. That one, not the first one. I want to skip that one and move on to the next clip where at least maybe again greater flexibility if you understand this thing better.
C'est une affaire qui ne passe pas inaperçue au Cameroun. La fille du président, Brenda Biya, met fin aux rumeurs. La rappeuse de 27 ans officialise sa relation amoureuse avec une femme dans un pays où l'homosexualité est un crime. Simon Rodier, Emmanuel Marty.
Brenda Biya embrasse sa compagne, une photo postée sur son compte Instagram. La fille du président camerounais déclare son amour à la brésilienne Leyans Valença et je veux que tout le monde le sache, écrit-elle. Une belle histoire, un pas en avant surtout pour le droit des homosexuels, pour certains activistes.
Brenda a fait sa part dans ce travail-là. Maintenant, c'est à nous tous de faire en sorte qu'il y ait beaucoup de Brenda, que tout le monde soit Brenda en matière d'homosexualité.
La célèbre transgenre.
So you see, that one Alice Income. That lady we can't talk for that video. So now Alice Income. Alice Income, na lawyer. We be done to defend some of the people the way they will be arrested, be jailed because of homosexuality. And they will talk say no, they get for make it be na something be acceptable to all. But no forget, see that palaver homosexuality, na something it don't happen for La République. I sure say it happen for La République du Cameroun. Pass serve that country the way they legalize them for day. Especially saying that government ministers them. Now mostly them. When some of you talk this thing, some people they check saying blah 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 blah. When they tell people they say we need for people for send these folks out of the country so that we restore the soul of the southern Cameroons, the moral soul of Ambazonia. So people they take a joke. We did deal with a system where it be not only demonic, it no get no morals at all. Look, plenty of who picking them. The one day they did die for deserts. The one day they did die for oceans. The one day they did die for inside that place where they call them jungle. For road where they come from through Mexico for come America. Where they die all kind of way. Now because they go out for go find opportunities the way they know they exist back home. Why those opportunities are not there? Because the few opportunities they be reserved only for the picking them of the people the way they own that country. That's the Beti Ekambulu people. And then if you no belong, you won't get into those circles, they must chakara your anus if you be man picking. If you be woman picking, you must do that kind of palaver where you see Brenda, it do and so before you figure access to something. If you already work, you want position as a Southern Cameroonian, you did for that their system. You want position of assistant because of the level that we go end for it. You go, they go chakari you and they go do you all kind of things. So there are very few exceptions in there. And listen, folks, I told you it go sound bizarre, but the basic truth that say for inside Paul Biya government, listen, at least 98% of all those members of government they be involved in this practice. If not 100%. And they leave that 2% say maybe some people they do their jobs when they just come in, then they still try to initiate them. Because if you no belong for those circles, you know will spend 3 months inside that particular system. But yet, they pretend like say this, so those things I think they will know the law no one time, you know up down, because it get for be obscure, because they use them now for demonic purpose, because I think that way it really be, simply put. And no one attack any person, the third person or any person, he believe, and he talk now way the rules, the laws for that particular country, that Republic of Cameroon, he talk. Any place where you day, the laws of the land where they you abide by the laws of the land. So I explain this thing for you, therefore say, you see, from this report, you do understand from Barrister Alice Income. He say, oh Brenda Biya, thank God for you. You did do the right thing. But we need plenty Brenda Biya then. So that make the system come to understand, say, they give for decriminalize. So they give for legalize and medicine be to all my do openly. Again, they never still understand the game where it go on. Mais we'll finish with Alice Income.
Shakiro, contrainte à l'exil, dit également de sa fierté sur les réseaux sociaux. Elle espère même obtenir, écrit-elle, la dépénalisation de l'homosexualité.
Brenda, tu es une bénédiction pour la communauté LGBTQI+. Je suis plus que fier, Brenda, en tant que fille de président, assumer ton orientation sexuelle comme tu l'as fait.
Dans le pays que dirige Paul Biya,
so you see that Shakiro, that girl we come up for talk now, so ye na homosexual. Ye they on exile for Belgium because it don't say that be torture, traumatized because he be decide say one be homosexual, say one be gay, say one be lesbian, and then the traumatized he gave for run. And so he say Brenda Biya na a blessing for the LGBTQ community. See, because he don't declare his sexual orientation, he don't declare, say, he be lesbian, say, he be woman, man. So every other person figure the right for do him, because right now, Paul Biya, he hands and the day down. My country people them. Right up to this point, no man never yet get exactly which way it go on.
L'homosexualité est criminalisée. Le code pénal camerounais, article 347.1 à 347.3, condamne les personnes homosexuelles à des peines pouvant aller jusqu'à 5 ans de prison assorties d'amendes conséquentes. Le quotidien peut y être terrifiant.
Ce qui se passe réellement, c'est qu'il y a un apartheid au-dessus de leur tête. So
I don't want to overstay for this because maybe the content of that report really matter over for me. The two matter for me, not just for me who see say that report it exists. Because as we hear, this news organ, a French news organ, really based for France, and here they explain, say the Cameroonian penal code, that is the criminal law for the country, Article 347, sub 1 to 3, it indicates clearly in black and white, say homosexual activities no be accepted, it be forbidden. Say any person when they catch them, you fit get up to 5 years of imprisonment with fines, up to 5 years. But Brenda Biya, now president Ipikin, as I talked earlier, plenty people then they for jail because of this. So one way they just suspect them, they never even catch them openly. So one way even when they don't suspect them, talk all kinds of things, they never ever accept. So they even practice that kind of act, but they did jail. Now Brenda this they do one publicly. Oh my goodness. Anyhow, talk say one make the whole world know. Now when Barrister come, they talk say, listen, he no want a situation where they will be pick and choose for law. Say the law, he go catch this one because that poor person he picking, then leave the other one because that rich man he picking. Of course, na so called Republic Cameroon don't they? That nonsense say all man be equal under the law that they exist for the Republic of Cameroon. La Republic of Cameroon is a kingdom. Paul Biya na the king. Brenda do this because you know say the name Biya is the law. L'État c'est Biya. Now why that Paul Biya tell them of any day, any time, anyhow? Because you know say no consequences no good. They know say it be a king. If you say l'État c'est moi, like Louis XIV we talked before, that's Louis XIV. L'État c'est moi. L'État c'est Biya. Biya is the state is Biya. So the law now for you, not before Paul Biya and the clan, no. Because plenty things and they will the fulfillment, you talk say, okay, nothing and they show say, all man be equal before the law, no. Anytime when any person go jail, not because of the law, no, not because of political battles. Simply put, that's any person will be high up there. The law they apply now for poor people. For people they don't get no person up there. Now for them with that law it they apply. So when this thing be happen, newspapers for like people they come all man they fear. All man say me begin and grow no. No man they want to talk am. Plenty newspapers and they will carry it now. They never publish one article concerning Brenda Biya. And this thing will see like that. Of course, out of fear of the unknown. Because listen, some journalists they call them bibingota. They be go jail only because they be published and say Laurent and so and others that be involved in a massive embezzlement scheme. The only publisher they grab the state bibingota and also die for jail. Say someone will suffer for jail very well. They be plenty. So people then be caught up in that system by fear. Nobody can system that way you and me one day. Nobody can system that way with 4 years. Carry from 1961 go join this this evil union. No, nobody can system that. We will get a system of openness where they criticize the government and the government they listen to the people. Because democracy, for the simple definition of the get over there for primary school, they say democracy is government of the people, for the people, and by the people. Say government of the people, for the people, by the people. When we say everything, give for be people-centered. But nobody wonder the practice of a lot of people to Cameroon. Like people to Cameroon, Paul Biya get their own democracy. Definition of democracy by Paul Biya say all man they respect the rules except me. Democracy according to Paul Biya say anything will go as long as a day in power. Democracy according to Paul Biya say anything will go as long as me and my gang of thieves will get all the resources we want for embezzlement for do wait way we care. Nobody can system that way we want find ourselves in. Nobody can system that will carry and bring them. Whenever I come for a talk, I remind country people, say the Southern Cameroons, the former UN trust territory of British Southern Cameroons, will be the first functional, underline the word functional, democracy for sub-Saharan Africa. With incumbent government, prior to 1960, organized election, lost, handover for the opposition peacefully. Where candidates for different political parties, they can stand on the same soapbox. I go can climb. I campaign for the same crowd. I blast you. I go down. You two can't climb. You talk for the same crowd until the same soapbox. Blast me. After that, you and me will shake hands. Any man go for a side, any man go for a side. Would you do and so constant to wait for election day? First way win, don't wait lost, he congratulate you. And then wait till they happen, all my celebrate because na country first. Not the system that we find ourselves in today. Not the system that we will deal with today. Now why they will not get development? Now why they will not get roads? Why they will not get hospitals? Why they will not get drinking water? Why they will not get electricity? Why the way poverty don't enter, sink inside people in their system so they and where will get sense. Upon where will get all the resources we will need them for live well. My country people will not be supposed to forever belong. This system, very ugly system. So after the paper, they don't hesitate for some time. Some courageous one, the way that French language papers, they finally come up. Brenda Biya, the class on homosexuality. This one, sodomy, Sodom et Gomorrah. Sodom et Gomorrah. C'est Sodom and Gomorrah. Now you have the real expression, get as kicker Sodom and Gomorrah. They say Sodom and Gomorrah don't come down for La République du Cameroun. Of course, I don't talk before. Say La République du Cameroun as Sodom and Gomorrah. I sure me recall Sodom and Gomorrah. Those twin cities where God inside Bible be destroyed because of excessive sin. My country people. All those people them way are the talk for them every day in the Southern Cameroonians. Say run away from this system. Run away from there before it become too late and they laugh me. You will end up like Lot, a woman. You recall when Abraham be Plead with God. Say, make it not destroy the twin cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. God be asked Abraham a number of questions. Now, strange thing will be happen. So God will communicate with a man like that, like friends. God will ask Abraham, why? And Abraham say, if you see only 10 righteous people there, for instance, Sodom and Gomorrah, you go to destroy them. God say, show me 10. He go down. He said, what if you see only 9? God say, show me 9. He go down again. He said, what if you see only 8? God say, show me 8. He go down, say, what of 7? God say, 7 days, show him. He go down, say, go reach for 3. God say, 3 days, show him. Go down for 1. God say, any 1 day. So he says, several branches be convinced, say, not 1. Now exactly which way the Republic of Cameroon be today. Not exactly which way the Republic of Cameroon be today. Maybe me publish this one. Now a French language newspaper for La République du Cameroun, they describe their country now as Sodom and Gomorrah. And the only agreement with God, if he come to with Abraham, now for tell Abraham, say, okay, move your family out of there. Since your brother, Lot, and your woman, and they're picking them, they inside that Sodom and Gomorrah. And I know so you be a righteous man. Them not strangers today. Talk made them come out. And made them come out very fast. And when they come out, no look back. No do it, no look back. All these people them, which they call themselves, say they be Federalists, they be up, they be down, they be left, they be 1 Cameroon, they be 20 Cameroons, they be whatsoever. Now they're looking back that, and plenty of una go pay the price. I don't call them Sodom and Gomorrah. I don't talk say Armageddon they come. Una they look me, una they laugh. Now in that they come from the people themselves, we don't call their country continent. They don't say, oh, the very region la. They don't say, oh, the this and that. But now then that don't come finally for agree with me. Say that their place now, Sodom and Gomorrah. It be worse now, almost worse than hell. Why you go and belong for such a place? Why you go and belong for such an entity? And when you get a choice. Because if you be not say you don't get a choice, I for start understand you. But here you get a choice because you know be supposed to belong in the first place. And now that way, God be give Abraham the opportunity for bring Lot his brother and they begin out of Sodom and Gomorrah before me them destroy him. God say, no look back. But what happened? Oh, we know the rest of the story from inside the Bible. That way they go Lot the woman they like that federalism. That people they see what are confused, say no, they be federalism until they chop dust now. It don't one look behind, it turn back salt. Now so you going to take end. My prayer for God must say, make your own no end like that. My prayer for God must say, make all this my discussion I can't discuss for every day. Make it open your brain. Make it open your brain. You understand? Say, Southern Cameroons, aka Ambazonia, no get no future with La République du Cameroon. I don't talk as on time I put on this way. Say, darkness and light, they no get meeting point. La République du Cameroon, as you see, na darkness. No me talk. Na La République du Cameroon, you pas talk. Na Sodom and Gomorrah. C'est Brenda Biya declares on homosexuality. Of course, a few courageous French language papers they broadcast that. But people they check say maybe after that, oh, they will make. I say right up to this point, when we talk so, La République du Cameroon government never make any statement, either for condemn these talks, or for take any measure, or for condemn foreign media, or for even try, like I said, one clear their image with the international community. No, because they get an objective. Because this thing where they happen, these pictures where they can't video, not be for nothing. They get a reason why. And that reason they right ahead. No shaker. Look this one. I sit down not be enough because when that thing starts to now only picture them, boop, 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 video them, boop, boop. Video them, they are not sure for you because I know say for some with families, we live and make young people and to watch this my video, they sort of make that they learn sense, they understand what they happen. So I never show some kind of very horrible one because they can't picture the way then they. You did see even Brenda Biya. Now some the picture this on my front so they look at so. Where Brenda Biya the leak plate. It the leak that in woman plate. I swear to God. Hey! Which camera don't see that kind of thing? But they get why. So they show you Chantal Biya for sure say Chantal Biya be know about this thing long time. They don't approve them. So no be something where just joke. No. Not to say this thing when it come out now, no be by mistake. It get why. Look, all the pictures that they flow, including even this one. You see this one? Let me meet the producer. Now Chantal Biya said that. See the kind of position where he did with another woman. I don't talk for you since this practice, now evil practice where every single person for government sphere for La République du Cameroon, then they do it. You get your brother, your sister, your uncle, your auntie, we they inside that government for very high position. Oh, sorry. I don't first of all say about 98%. If not 100%, because the other 2% will surely be that people they still work them, they still try for see how from initiate you may get in. Otherwise, position they will not fit attain them if you need to do this nonsense. So with all these pictures, they become more and more and more and more. Now for one simple reason. The reason why all these pictures they come now, and we Cameroon government we will know that therefore don't come up blast RFI, blast BBC. Don't say they just shut up. They is struggle, they be tapid and long, they hide for some that corner somewhere the one they stabilize Cameroon. That their silence be suspicious, right? Cameroon government not be known for being this quiet in the face of this kind of things. No, they're not supposed to be silent. But then be silent. Now, why that way I talk say? Person will get sense, you will ask him. Say, why this kind of silence? Person will get sense, you will talk, say, this kind of silence, so it means say something there. Person will get sense. But as it day, would you just look in them, would take as they come. Sometimes they'll make like say this, so would you understand and but way would you understand nothing? Would you check say the thing they just did like that at face value? Would La République du Cameroon no ever take anything at all at face value? No face value thing no day at all. You know they exist for La République du Cameroon, my people. I like me with bear in mind. I talk so because I go change gear now for enter the real matter. The real for which way it bring me for this conversation for here right now. So listen folks, this thing over serious. If you just join, share the link. We will take some 30-second break again. So now welcome back my country people. I want to make this clear. So all this noise about Brenda Biya, the reason for all that noise now because La République du Cameroon be about for score a mighty goal, which they call dribble at distance for French as they call them. That they dribble you from a distance. You know how those who strong footballers are in the day, when they count balls, so you take outside, they jump so wide, you don't fall right, left, where you see they say far. You just change direction from place where you go ball for go do the 2-1 do. Nothing that way La République du Cameroon, the struggle for do now. We know, say prior to the 2011 presidential election for La République du Cameroon, the constitution for that country we talk say, an article we did for the constitution where we talk say, the presidential mandate na 7 years renewable once. And so, Paul Biya will calculate what he will do for 2011 because his second 7-year mandate they give for end for 2011. I mean, say we no good day. But Paul Biya, as he did, no one wait until the last minute. Going to make something surprising. He want for if he try this one, if he fail, may try early. If he fail, he get another strategy way. He will go back for his strategic toolbox, move another one, can hatch it. So now why that way now for 2008, 3 good years before, we probably decide for change the constitution. Remember what will happen? Of course, people will die. Yes, but then force and through. It changed the constitution, it removed term limit. Right for 2008, before the election, they come for 2011. You see the point? About 3 years in advance. Why you see all this noise about Brenda Biya, the better festa now? Samuel Eto'o, fake food, left, right, all those things. This Brenda Biya thing no come now by error. Now because Mr. Paul Biya at this point in time want dribble the people that for La République du Cameroon yet again. Mr. Paul Biya no. He don't see the way people that they prepare for that country for the presidential election when they come for 2025. He don't see and say the way they go. If they leave and make them go that way, they make a people that they register all sides for electoral list. They try for too much participation. Biya no say too much participation means say he don't die. Although he go rig, but he no one make the rigging be of a very huge magnitude. Now why that way? Mr. Paul Biya for start doing maneuvers for outdo his principal opponents of that country. Now Paul Biya need for stay for that power as long as he dey breathe air. I don't talk for him before. Say as long as Paul Biya dey breathe air, even if he be 200 years old, he go be in power in La République du Cameroon. Because they don't torture the mind's memories, deprive the people that for La République du Cameroon for what we now so they no be human beings. They behave now like robots. Les citoyens camerounais sont des imbéciles. That's what they call themselves. Des imbéciles. Now, why the Paul Biya see them all as imbeciles. So if we do anything we want to do with them at any time, and so he know how they will react. He knows say once they dump something like that for social media, all their attention go day. All this Brenda getting a distraction. Distraction from what will happen. Now, why that way? At this specific point in time, why all this noise you go on, Brenda Biya homosexual, babe, they be quiet, they need talk nothing. They want make the noise continue because they get this one for their pocket. Look that document for my screen day. Now the reason this way you get this Brenda Biya thing right now. They're not stupid. You see, bill number 2061, BJL Assemblée Nationale, to extend the term of office of the National Assembly. They want to extend the term of office of members of National Assembly for the June, when they end the June session. That made this again for end the June session of National Assembly, June 2024. The mandate for those parliamentarians it expires for March 2025. We mean say you still get another parliamentary session for November 2024. Where the fit for that November examine for say some circumstances then they way it be very bad, the country in very bad shape, some extraordinary thing don't happen, they need for extend the mandate of parliamentarians because of that. Hell no. Mr. Paul Biya no one wait. He no make something surprising. He want do him again from a distance, like he be do. And the reason for this extension of the mandate of members of parliament, he may be isolated, maybe something just fall from the blues. No, they get a reason why. Now, why there all this noise? You see, citizens of La République du Cameroon don't know what to go on for National Assembly right now. They don't know. They don't get even the least idea what to go on for National Assembly right now. They don't know, say, Paul Biya the busy play the 2025 presidential election for Assembly right now as I talk for you. Right now. They did it for social media. Oh, Brenda Biya. Now when they want put all kind of videos, you see that Brenda Biya woman don't move this Eden for 3 million to go. You see Brenda Biya, they show picture of Brenda Biya, the leak pan. You see this is that. Now only pictures them and videos that they flow. Now only more they come. They no one make it come up from news. No. You just say if like people not want make anything, they for attend that they for don't say attend they out for talk say, look, un c'est pas ma famille. C'est moulinex, c'est grinding mill they come. I go malaxer on hey. But they be silent. Now only more pictures that they come. The one that for Chantal Biya, the one that for Chantal Biya, the dance with Brenda Biya and this woman for France, he did it. All day, they did it. more pictures they come, more videos they will come. The reason now for take attention away from waiting to go on for National Assembly. Now for take attention away from the people them, their future where they play now. Why they didn't make all that noise? But they busy read the 2025 presidential election for National Assembly now. If they busy, eliminate the candidate where the candidate where the people that the check say not the way they will stand for. Look that law. You see, according to this proposed law, you see they say the bill seeks to extend the term of office of members of the National Assembly. It was prepared pursuant to the provisions of Article 15 sub 4 of the Constitution, which stipulates that in case of serious crisis or where circumstances so warrant, the President of the Republic may, after consultation with the President of the Constitutional Council and Bureau of the National Assembly and the Senate, request the National Assembly to decide by a law to extend or abridge its term of office. Such extension is warranted by the need to lighten. So they say, listen, that law talks about it. Read them. Now, what I put on for screen, maybe we see them. It says, in case of serious crisis, which means it must be now a serious crisis. But now they go have now on or where circumstances so warrant, even then, circumstances were so warranted for me say the country they in a serious crisis. They need a vote on the fact say war they on side we're talking about part of their country. Because you know say when come to go for election the last time, it vote us war day for Southern Cameroon according to part of their country, so they're not fit to go for election with nonsense. Like with the Cameroon now, their justification. The serious circumstances where they did mention. You look at for paragraph 3 for the. They say such extension is warranted by the need to lighten the electoral calendar, which provides for 4 elections in 2025, namely the election of members of the National Assembly and municipal councillors, as well as the election of the President of the Republic and regional councillors. In this regard, and apart from the election of regional councillors, the other elections, which are direct ballots, require the deployment of substantial human, material, and financial resources. Accordingly, it is judicious to spread the above-mentioned elections over the years 2025 and 2026 so as to ensure better organization. After fulfilling the formality provided for in the above-mentioned Article 15 sub 4 of the Constitution, the attached bill proposes an extension of the term of office of members of the National Assembly to March 30, 2026. Such is the purport of this bill tabled before the National Assembly. My country people, I will exit that screenshot small. I explain. You see, what do you need to understand? These members of parliament, their mandate is the end for March 2025. They still get a session for November. But right for June 2024 already, serious circumstances already. And what if those circumstances? Oh, need for organization. Really? Like people in Cameroon organize plenty elections at one time before. And no provision of constitution, no talk say when elections are plenty, made a spread to one by extension of mandate is a serious thing. Extension of mandate means say you cut the people them from choosing the people that they want me to represent them, if at all choosing itself even take place for the Republic du Cameroon. And so the misguided ones where they say they represent Southern Cameroons, this one is a year for them. Because they know say no election need the first ever take place for Willan. But the thing I want to notice for here, and I say this measure, it get a target. We'll finish the last page before me I talk with you that target be. When you look on this last page, it says the term of office of members of the National Assembly is with effect from 10 March 2025 extended to 30th March 2026. This law shall be registered, published according to the procedure of urgency and inserted in the official gazette in English and in French. They're not finished. Listen, my country people. The reason we didn't do this one, now because they want to exclude Maurice Kamto from being a presidential candidate for 2025. Because according to their laws, they talk say, a political party where it not get at least one elected representative for National Assembly not fit present a candidate for presidential election. That's the way they talk here. And that one definitely come after, because I remember sometime when Honorable Aya Paul Abine, BB candidate, I wonder if his political party be get representation for National Assembly. When Kawala be presidential candidate, I wonder whether the CPP be ever get a representative for National Assembly. When Jean de Dieu Momo be presidential candidate, I wonder whether Padek be get any person for National Assembly. And the first time Cabral be present himself as candidate, I wonder if he be get a single person, that party be get a single person for National Assembly. But if eventually they don't always try for modify, for change their laws for specific reasons. So now the important say Maurice come to a party, they boycott the last general elections. So for that reason, that party no get no person for National Assembly. And so the route for Maurice come to become a presidential candidate, now say he need for be represented for National Assembly. And thankfully, for Maurice come to RCM party or CRM party, general elections as council and parliamentary elections get to take place for March 2025 because the mandate of the current legislature the end at that time. But now that people don't say if they leave and made organize those elections, come to go get representatives for National Assembly, it go mean say it go be valid for being presidential candidate for 2025. Exactly what they don't want them. Exactly what they don't want them. So for make sure to make they exclude Maurice Kamto, they get for take this kind of measure. Now why that way therefore? They get for suspend the election of members of parliament. We go come before the presidential election. Some may come now after the presidential election. We mean say by the time Maurice come to a party to go participate, forget people there for inside assembly, that presidential election don't really pass. He get for later again another presidential election, not this one. Nothing is they put them down, they push them down the throats of citizens of the Republic du Cameroon. They go show the talk say we go see for 2025. 2025 they be played today, now for the Republic du Cameroon. And he said 2025 now in this way they define where they finish them for June 2024. Paul Biya never changed tactic. He never ever changed the same approach. But now the people that follow the Republic du Cameroon, they don't take note for what will happen. They for social media, they focus on Brenda Biya. Now, why there are more of those videos, they go flop. I said, don't wait the leak plate for now, as this in a picture, but the video will come small time. Where Brenda Biya, the leak plate, so they all man go see. They don't care for show the president in Peking, where they shoot porn movies, where they shoot pornographic movies. They don't care. For sure, in those kind of despicable kind of situations, they give one objective: hang on to power. Now, that level of moral bankruptcy where the Republic of Cameroon did, that one not be a system where it define you, not be a system where it define me, my country people. Now, why that way are they here every day, day in, day out, for draw our attention to the fact that the only way we will go save the soul of a land. Now for kick la Republic of Cameroon out of our territory. We don't ever belong with them normally. We're not supposed to hang ourselves onto. Like I talk, the good news na say wetin. The good news na say some those lost souls where they used to cast sing for me, oh, one and indivisible. No, one Cameroon federalism. Some of them they don't really chop dust, some of them don't start confess. Chicken, they come. For can go for fire, make we roaster. I don't talk. Over and over and over and over, and I repeat them. So all these bulls about Chantal Biya because of this bill, about Brenda Biya. By the time we like the people, they will finish talk about Brenda Biya, so this bill will don't be lost since 2025 don't finish. Signed, sealed, delivered. But at the same time, they tell us, while they carry forward only the election of members of parliament, regional elections and the elections of people that for Senate, it will happen. You know why? Because they go use the same people the way they on the spot now when there are people for carrying out those particular elections. So me say right now, the Senate will remain as it is. The so-called regional assemblies will remain as they did. Because now the councillors where they did in place now, they will elect that Senate. And the councillors where they did in place now, they're supposed to renew them first before they elect the Senate. So that make them be the true representative of the people if they exist for the Republic of Cameroon. So that the senators, the way they go to elect, they will be now an offshoot of exactly the people, them, their wishes and aspirations. Hell no. So they already rig how many elections one time? The regional elections and the senatorial elections in one go, including the presidential election. In one go. That's exactly what they are doing. So they don't sacrifice. Biya no care. Biya no get soul. If Biya no care even about the future of your own Pekin, the image of your own Pekin, the kind legacy we go live up regarding your own family, always take care about that power. You take say go care about you. You take say go ever care about your well-being. You take say you for Southern Cameroon, you ever matter for you. If your own Pekin, Brenda, they don't care about eligibility for sacrificing for this kind of way, just for power. Now, why that pop talk say, ne dure pas au pouvoir qui veut, mais Dieu qui peut. My country people, as I talk, in no state, some that people have been misguided. What I talk say, federalism, left, right, up, down. At least I'll be happy say some of them be smart enough for recognize which way it go on. So I will share this one from one Ben Aki, where they call himself Federalist champion, where he talk now say he regret, say he don't ever advocate for a united Cameroon. Mu hear it out small.
Former Southern Cameroons.
Let me listen to it. It come. Sorry, see the delay small, but I know they come.
Greetings to you, my dear brothers and sisters from former Southern Cameroons. This is Ben Aki from English Cameroon for United Cameroon. Some of you know that I'm also affiliated with the Coalition of Cameroon Federalist Groups and Activists. But this particular post is made from the perspective of English Cameroon for United Cameroon. This morning, I have just learned that the President of Cameroon has submitted to Parliament a bill requesting the extension of the mandate of municipal councillors and parliamentarians for 1 year. I want to say that these maneuvers, they confirm to me that it is hopeless to advocate for a united Cameroon with the same arguments that we have been using before. I cannot.
So you hear, Ben Aki, we've done the kind of cause we who they fight for independence. They call we all kind of names them, call we terrorists, call we all kind of nonsense. Now indeed they can't talk for you today. Say he don't see this bill. The bill I just show now for La République du Cameroon. He don't chakare brinzote, he go pass. He no believe say if he still continue for advocate for a united Cameroon with the same arguments where he don't always use them. So he be very disappointed for which way it don't happen for La République du Cameroon right now. And so now way he talk say those arguments the way he be using before, they're not going to be able to make any sense again right now. This is audio na 9 minutes. I will play them. I like me just whole skin will follow them to the end. Because I want to really take time, make a contribute and know exactly say, listen, there is no way out ever with La République du Cameroon. Na doom. Hang in with La République du Cameroon na disaster. Maybe two things, na disaster. Hear ye out again.
In good conscience, advocate for a united Cameroon based on these developments. Let me explain. My belief has always been that as a minority with about 20%, we can live in a united Cameroon that is a federation and that adheres to the principles of constitutional democracy. In that context, competitive elections would always make it possible for a coordinated minority of 20% to be able to address their problems. They will live decently and they will enjoy the protections that are accorded by the law. But if you have a country that is governed by the Catholic political philosophy I've been describing in many of my writings, that is governed by the philosophy that is predominant in Francophone Africa, it is impossible for you to hope to enjoy the protection that is accorded to a minority by a competitive system of elections.
My people, sometimes we will never go to school for side for the corner Manchester or we'll never go to school for all that side. Now talk like people them banga. Oh no, they put doctor for front who names them. Oh talk the talk say listen, experience. That's until you know if you learn from top benches. Because you see, you don't take Dr. Ben Aki. How many years for come back for the same thing with secondary school teachers, lawyers, trade unionists, in short, the entire civil society, market women them, taxi drivers them, bike riders them, truck pushers them, who they don't come to since 2016. You don't take Dr. Ben Aki how many years for come to that realization, to that understanding. See, this system now an evil system. This system now a closed system. No be a system where it fit ever provide you and me the openness, the protection we will need them under the law, afford with the opportunity, the free hand for decide we own development priorities. Afford with the free hand for govern who own society, the free hand for be able for decide how for make them be emancipated, for set up a system where everyone be equal under the law, a society where every person go be able for benefit from the sabi we get am for your head. It don't take Ben Aki how many years? We don't insult with something. Now why do they share this stuff? Say a slave is one who waits for someone to come and free him. They take the feet just sit. There's some magic one just occur. Then like the video occurs on one day, just change. Probably occurs on one day, just change from where to A be different person. Oh no. It no go ever happen. No. It never ever happened before. No, but today where it go happen. Everywhere in the world, they never ever take freedom, hand for any person on the platter of gold. Freedom, you dey seize am now with power when you dey take am. Any freedom where they give you, na give am. Listen, it name not be freedom. Now, why do you see all those countries like Republic Cameroon, for say they be independent for January 1960, all those countries, none of them be independent. Now, why do you see the president, the military leaders for Burkina Faso, for Niger, and for Mali, they meet today so for Niamey, for discuss how for get effective, how for get real independence for their countries. Real independence, not marriage. Not that picture they present them for you talk so you be independent and all one way, not you know they call independence. Now they go fight for get their real independence. Because that one you did take and not take them. You need to wait to make some person can give you. Anytime we show that check say, okay, no, they go give me, they go give you. That one is stupidity. Because you go remain for that same spot where you did. As long as you don't show weakness, they expect me then give you. They will give you what the way they want to give you. And the thing where they give you now wait the way it be possible for them for continue for use them, for control you. Now why they don't talk this thing since 2016, 2017? Say we get one way, the only way. One way, the only way. And say that only way we will get them. That one and only way we will get them. Now independence or nothing. Independence or nothing. That's not going to talk along. You don't take Benaki there. Anyway, we'll listen to Benaki again.
Now, Article 15.4 of the present Constitution, a constitution that already gives too much power to the president and making the president somewhat of a supreme leader who can do whatever he wants or whatever she wants. That Article 15.4 only allows the president to request an extension of the mandate of parliamentarians and councillors in case of serious crisis or if the circumstances warrant. The bill that has been sent to Parliament today cites a constitutionally mandated election as a crisis. It is citing the fact that there will be municipal councillor, municipal and legislative elections in January, February, and you have more than 8 months to prepare for the next election, which is the presidential. And they are continuing to say that because the regional elections, which are scheduled.
So, you hear, he said the be shocked, embarrassed of waiting way La République du Cameroon to define as a crisis for user for extending mandate of members of parliament. He said a constitutionally approved, a constitutionally mandated electoral consultation. You use that one for justify saying a serious crisis. Thing will be provided for in the constitution. Now it now be a serious crisis where it needs to be used for postpone the election of members of parliament, for extend their mandate. Yes, said the Bernard Kiddy talk. So this election is supposed to take place January, February. We mean the like people Cameroon get almost 8 months for prepare for the presidential election. Of course. But now because the intention not be which way they talk about. Now because the intention now for exclude people the way they check see they feel be a threat to them. Now the game that way Paul Biya don't play them from day one we enter power for 1982 carry this day. The same tactic all the time. It never ever change them. Now when they talk open, he brag. Imagine supposing brag so for a democratic country. C'est ne dur pas au pouvoir qui veut, mais dur qui peut. Like seriously? They can't bien annoncer la République du Cameroun citizen. They don't get balls. Ils n'ont c'est un peuple endormi, a sleeping public, un peuple imbécile. C'est de dire with imbeciles. So we will create a booze about Brenda Biya. Sacrifice it begin everything. They begin in privacy, in future, in all. For make sure say, make it distract the people them before they want come back to their senses, it don't finish rig the 2025 presidential election and the senatorial election. Simply put, there are no two things. Biya no get sold. La République du Cameroon no get sold. Now why that way we deal with them will be unevenly yoked. Darkness and light no get meeting point. We're not supposed to belong in the first place. Benaki, we'll listen to you again.
Scheduled to take place in December because they are indirect elections. Those can go on. Our argument and our activism has been that we can fight to ensure that the regions of Northwest and Southwest, where the people most need federalism, they can act together and change this absurd situation where the majority of their councillors and their parliamentarians now are from the ruling party that is opposed to the idea of federalism. But if you get rid of the municipal council elections and the legislative elections, you carry out a presidential election in which you have targeted one of the most competitive presidential candidates, then you are sure to get a president who is opposed to federalism and whose party is sure to win the regional councils in December based on using the same councillors from the previous election to come.
So you see, he cry. According to Ben Aki, he be the fight for United Cameroon because be the hope. Say, oh, come to the talk, say he want federalism. And others listen, they even come to no be ever want federalism. The one thing they rejoice in, I don't talk for this platform before and I will repeat them again. Say, Paul Biya, now we gift for this liberation movement. Now we give for continue, for be the give until we go separate way before we go live like Republic of Cameroon quiet. Don't mind the work and make their noise. Oh, Ambazonians, they be very divided, they be too divided, they don't get no traction, they don't get no nothing, they don't get no direction where they go. La Republic of Cameroon they be more divided than anything self in the rest of in the whole wide world. And inside the Republic of Cameroon, they are cursed by Paul Biya. Why they take say that the divide we so serious so they will be so fragmented or no reach nowhere? Sorry, the disjointed parts them and the bonding together with some of the groups, movements, and organizations that they bond together now. They will deliver a free Amazonia, a free Southern Cameroons. And we need Paul Biya continually as president for the Republic of Cameroon for getting side we would go. It day as a day. That one a fact. That one are the truth. Maurice come to be worse than Paul Biya. Now, what they were at this point in time, I'll say Paul Biya cut you cafe. Show them pepper. Show them what he pepper. If not be Paul Biya in tactics, people that like Ben Aki, Dr. Ben Aki, he says he's no come off for bush, come back. He says no come. If not people that like Bobala them. Dr. Munzu them. When they think over Panama, all coalition of federalists and all not, they no go soon recognize it. So that road they take them, it go to a dead end. Dead end. It go help for open the hearts and minds and souls of recalcitrant people the way their head them dark too much for me they learn you go for knock and sote so that they go understand say we get a hard way before, but not the only way for total freedom, for the emancipation of the Southern Cameroons, independence, not the only option we give for them on the table. The only we give for them on the table. Option and not the two. When me I talk Martin. Est-ce que ne worry about someone now? Ben I keep throw in Dongame.
Carry out that election. This is a classical demonstration that the principles and the method of government that allow a minority such as the people of former Southern Cameroons to thrive in a country, these principles cannot help us. These principles cannot help us. Am I saying that I support separation? Absolutely not. Separation is impossible. Separation is impossible.
You see, like I talk, we go to listen to Ben Aki for you. At the end of the day, you will discover he said no great idea for which we need for do. But when he says separation is impossible, which Napoleon Bonaparte talk. Napoleon Bonaparte, the great of France, which he talk. The word impossible exists only in the dictionary of fools. Me and they talk say Ben Aki na fool. No. I talk now which way Napoleon Bonaparte, the great he talk. Say the word impossible exists only in the dictionary of fools. Now the same thing now they will talk for South Sudan say be impossible. South Sudan is a country. The same thing they will talk for Eritrea say be impossible. Would mighty Ethiopia, Eritrea na a country. The same thing they will talk for East Timor. East Timor, a population of only 3 million. They will deal with Indonesia and almost 300 million people. They say, oh, don't even try. That one, it be worse than David versus Goliath. East Timor be independent. If impossible, not if you apply for these countries, impossible not if you apply for Southern Cameroons. Trust me, folks. The word impossible exists only in the dictionary of fools. When we talk about Napoleon Bonaparte. No feeling with Ben Aki. Idikamo. No checking it all land. Idikam.
But I cannot, in good conscience, convince a fellow Southern Cameroonians that it is a great idea to be united.
Bam! You don't hear? Ben Aki say, I cannot, in good conscience, convince a fellow Southern Cameroonian that it is good to be united with La République du Cameroon. You know, I feel understanding. You want to see picking them, you still want to get opportunity for go for La République du Cameroon, you do it in them. Now, why that way he tell you straight up, say the only solution na independence, but you no one talking straight. Now, why they tell you say he no fit advise any fellow Southern Cameroonian, say na a good thing for be united again with La République du Cameroon. So if not be a good thing for be united with La République du Cameroon, what to be the solution? What to be the option? Your guess they the same like my own, right? So thank you, Baba. Would you understand? Would you hear you well? Maybe we finish with you because men no man no run. We can't finish. Fasten your seatbelt, relax, listen. Maybe we learn together.
We are doomed in this prison. I cannot support separation, but I cannot advocate for a united Cameroon in which
we are doomed. You are who? Ye be doomed. Me we don't talk since say if we stay in any form of union like with Cameroon, we'll be doomed. Now then be the shout say, oh no, up, down, oh no, I cannot. Now you be doomed, you won. Because as far as the people of the Southern Cameroon be concerned, we know what we will want. We'll not be confused like you. Here you confusion again. Enough is support separation. At the same time, enough is support united or unity with La République du Cameroon. Who's how we stand? Neither nor.
the principles that allow for competitive elections to protect the interest of minorities are completely obliterated by a system of Catholic political philosophy which I have described. And that philosophy is very, very allergic to competitive elections, is very, very allergic to a regular calendar of elections, and making this calendar of election irregular cost the country a lot, because the interest rate that a country pays on debt is determined by such factors as the regularity of elections. I have carried out a study in Africa and found that countries of Anglophone or Protestant background, in terms of colonial terms, they carry out elections regularly. They can organize as many elections as possible because the mechanisms are there, the money is there. But countries from this French Catholic colonial system, they have very irregular elections. There is nothing the minority in former Southern the minority of former Southern Cameroonians in Cameroon can do to change this.
So, you don't come back for the same conclusion. You say don't talk, go around, they can't talk, say, if we stay with La République du Cameroon, we'll be doomed. Because we'll not ever get any chance. No mechanism, no exist. Will we ever change that society for give what we need for be emancipated as a people. For giving what we need for develop as a people. For giving what we need for live as humans with all the rights we would deserve. Instead of going around, he can conclude the same. Now, why this will don't fight all these years? Now, why this will don't invite you, Ben Aki, join this fight? You don't dine with La République du Cameroon. You don't make noise. Call we terrorists, call we all kind of names. Only for come round. Can't sit down and talk, say you be confused. But at least one thing, I like to say you agree with me. Unity with La République du Cameroon in any form, not the worst thing will go ever happen for we. And so, when you say no know which direction for go, of course, I understand you. You will simply mean say true, so I've done the opposite thing here. But my country people, the only way forward, not that absolute independence. Wait for the survey, where the late Christian Cardinal too maybe order them. On the territory, on the ground of the involved diaspora, 69% of respondents, they write and write them because that option will be there for the question. Say, wait till what they want now. Now, absolute independence. 69%. Absolute. Use the word absolute. The people they know. The people they experience them. The people they live them every day. Ben Aki, Munzu, all those other people, we not fit trade off the people in their future for the sake of useless benefits. But the one good thing that say, you don't come to your senses, or you don't even already come to your senses. May we finish with my country people. I like me really finish for here out.
This country is doomed, and I cannot, in good conscience,
doomed.
advocate
now you be
for
doomed.
a united Cameroon in which those principles are not implemented. Many people, and I want to talk about some of the opposition parties, the SDF and all of the other parties that are celebrating because they think that this particular exclusion or this particular law is applied to exclude Mr. Kamto from elections. But Mr. Kamto can be a candidate by independent path. But the government is going to block that path as well. The thought process of...
This one I wish one know. You bring problem, you give answer. You already know the answer. Why you work and drag that on? I beg land, I beg. Make a liberate my country, they make them go to do the other thing. Land, Benaki, land.
Serious and strategic federalist activists has been that if a strong candidate such as Kamto is fighting for federalism, the CPD will realize that they have to adopt federalism in order to be competitive. But because they can always run away from competition, they now figure out a way where they can guarantee their success. Nobody in their right mind can stand up unless you are already beholden to the CPDM corrupt Catholic political mafia in Yaoundé. If you are not beholden to them, you cannot in good conscience advocate for a united Cameroon.
Okay, thank you. So Ben Aki, we will call you and me terrorists yesterday. Don't come back to the clear conclusion. He said don't understand that very clearly. His brain don't come. Then he talked today, say, he not fit in good conscience advocate ever again for a united Cameroon. That's any Cameroon probably involve Ambazonia, the southern Cameroons. He don't understand. He brain don't clear. My country people, the news today now simply say, all those where they work at talk say Federalist don't tell them very long, saying that a pipe dream, a short daily break for them. Now why they don't talk for 1 million times say, anytime you settle for less than you deserve, you will end up with less than you settle for. God not be fool. Kamto will be worse for people of Southern Cameroon and Biya. Because Kamto will simply to still be an extension of the French policy of Paris, their policy of assimilation. For instance, Southern Cameroon, as Paul Biya said, be talking for Paris during an interview with Mo Ibrahim. It be clear, all will be here. Listen, citizens for like people in Cameroon, they love the certain and so pia. My country people, only one way day for take freedom. Now for doing like this, we brothers and for Kenya, they do. Look them. You see, President Ruto of Kenya move all kind of military for them, move even the National Guard, send her out. But you see the sea of people, that crowd will stop so it overwhelmed them, they never feel do nothing. They will bring up a bill just for increased taxes. See the young people, they say never ever will it happen. For like people in Cameroon, The people them, according to some of them, they describe them, the imbeciles, they drink beer. They dance Bikutsi, they dance Makosa for places. They do manger bois baiser, all things up, left, right, down. The hope says some magic shall come out on side. Can't change things for them. It will never happen. By the time they finish talk, Brenda Biakam, Paul Biya will not finish with 2025 presidential election. My country people, they for Amazonia. Now, because of images like this, where they see them, and I thank God you know, say the only way for deal with those people for the Republic, you can afford just fighting and say, we'll go show you Pepe. All man go run enter under bed because je veux voir mes enfants grandir. That's why they thank God come out this one. They say Minat Boss declares merciless crackdown on civil behavior and defiance. Hey, you hear? Merciless crackdown. Say if we not try, we go wipe una. Ruto be talk the same thing for inside Kenya. I say Ruto talk the same thing for inside Kenya. As Ruto talk na ye way the young people then come out as we see so. They say what? They say if na you want to so you look this kind of crowd. You will need now which now how many soldiers, gendarme, police for be able to overcome this kind of crowd. It not be possible. For Senegal, the young people for Senegal, they do the same thing. They correct Macky Sall, kick her out of government. Like the people of Cameroon, the people they no get souls. They don't chop their souls, they move them. Chop their brain, they move them. They be brainless, they be soulless. Nobody the kind of people that will fit be with. They only drag we back. Right from 1990, Southern Cameroon championed the cause for a functional democracy inside the country. Now people them, 6 they died for Bamenda on the 26th of May, 1990, for make sure say make multi-partism return to that country. Now people them, they go die left and right for try for talk say we no fit just accept trash to get to protest. The so-called 80% majority of using their words imbeciles. The only thing that for hold we down. The only way out for we. Now for bad ways with such a dormant, docile, and useless set of people. So that we'll be able to chart a destiny for ourselves and we'll picking them. And generations upon generations of Southern Cameroonians to come. My country people, I want to thank every person who take the time for stay up with me for this broadcast right up to late for this hour. As I talk, an audio version will be available. An audio version, of course, will always be available so that people they will not be able to forget the data for watching thing all through, make them be able for watch up. I will talk to for the technical department. They go find time for see how the efficient out excerpts of this outing so that maybe will contribute people then be very edified and they know exactly where we did. So if you get questions, if you get suggestions, if you get comments, send them for me for WhatsApp. This WhatsApp number where you see I'm on my screen. Send me those suggestions, send me the questions, send me your concerns for this WhatsApp number where you see I'm for screen. And for people that would get now the audio, that WhatsApp number now +1 240 883 6443. +1 240 883 6443. Drop any comment, drop any questions. I mean, all kinds of things there. I will be able to address those things for this platform. Until then, I want to thank every person where he take the time for share with me on this platform today. So, to God and to God alone be the glory. We will continue for fight until we get the freedom we deserve. Nice time, everyone.